Hey, how's it going, guys? So I wanted to make a video outside, but it is starting to pour pretty damn hard. Got some big thunderstorms coming in, and it seems like it's rainy season here in Canada, but kind of wanted to do a video on travel insurance and what I use going to the Philippines. So pretty much on every big trip I've ever been on, leaving the country, I always get travel insurance. And normally it's not too bad at all. Like if you're going for, I think under a month or so. I think it only cost me like around maybe $100 for me. My big trip last time when I did 5 months or a little over 5 months, I think it cost me about $350 Canadian. And I'm pretty sure I normally always use Blue Cross. It's I think a Canadian company, but yeah, that's normally what I use. And I always recommend to people that it's probably a really good idea to go with travel insurance just in case something happens because I've heard some crazy horror stories where people get hurt, they break their leg or something like that, and they go to the hospital. And I've heard it cost people sometimes tens of thousands, if not even hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially if you're older and maybe you have heart problems or something like that. Um, I'm not too sure if it costs tons to go to the hospital for big surgeries for like that in the Philippines. I've never really experienced anything like that, but normally for like traveling anywhere in the world, I always recommend getting travel insurance. If you're going to be living there, then that's a different thing. You should get some kind of a health insurance or something. But I feel you don't really want to risk something bad happening and get in an accident, or maybe you have a health problem and you have to get rushed to the hospital or something like that. I've had heard some people say where they don't really get travel insurance at all or any kind of insurance, and if anything did happen to them, they would just go get on a plane and go straight back to the country. And sure, that's fine for some people, but I don't think that really works if certain cases happen, like where you just can't sit in a chair or something and fly over. So I think it's just best idea to go with travel insurance if you're going over there for a few months or even a year. I'm sure it doesn't really cost too much, but at least you have it, and if anything goes wrong, you can just phone them up and your coverage is paid for and you're good to go. But I've also read pretty bad horror stories where people don't really read the fine print in them, and it says stuff like if you have heart problems and stuff like that, you have to tell them, and if you don't tell them, then you're pretty much your contract's void and they're not going to cover anything. So make sure you read the fine print and make sure you're actually covered, and make sure you're not excluding any illnesses or pre-existing conditions you already have that they actually want you to divulge or whatever. So far I think I've gone on 6 or 7 trips out of the country, not all to the Philippines, but I've gotten travel insurance on all of them, and I've never actually had to use them so far, and I've never had to go to the hospital or anything like that. So I don't really have any experience dealing with it when things do arise, but I always have it just in case. Knock on wood, it never happens to me and I actually have to use it. And where I recommend it the most, like if you're thinking you want to go to the Philippines and you want to go do rent scooters or something like that, you want to go canyoneering, you want to go do action sport kind of things, then definitely get travel insurance, because there is times where people wipe out, they have crashes or injure themselves during the tour, and it can be pretty bad news. And if you got to get a helicopter to come get you, that could be extremely costly, and it's going to hurt your wallet pretty bad. So, and I was just thinking the other day because I was watching, I think, Christian's travel vlogs. He was going canyoneering and stuff, and I see everyone's wearing helmets now. But when I went, I think it was 2 years ago, there was no helmets on our tour, and it was just us with life vests going down the tour. And I actually had a little slip, and I almost smashed my head on a rock. And if I would have did it with a lot more force or something, I probably could have knocked myself out or got a concussion or something really bad. And our tour guide was like a little guy. He was like up to here on me, and there's no way he could bring me down or something like that. So if something like that happens and you're stuck on a tour way off in the bushes or something like that, way off in the jungle, then it's really not good. And if you ever needed to get like a extraction team out there, then that's when you really need the travel insurance that covers like $1 million, and just in case something crazy like that happens. And it has happened in the past, so you never know, you might be the unlucky one and it happens to you. So just something to consider if you're going traveling to the Philippines or pretty much anywhere in the world. So yeah, travel insurance, I definitely recommend it to you guys. Even for long trips, the one I did for over 5 months there, it only cost me 350 Canadian, so that's like probably 260 American. So really it didn't cost me too much at all. And it's nice to know if anything ever did happen medically, then I was covered and I'm not going to be putting myself or my family into extreme amounts of debt. So yeah, that's it for me today. I was going to do a few more videos, but pretty much now it's pouring rain and yeah. So hopefully it gets nice and sunny tomorrow, go on a hike or something like that and do some more videos for you guys. So yeah, until next time, peace out, stay safe, catch you guys later.